But when it comes to finding your next career, it often comes down to who you know, what you know, and timing. Another thing that can help you get your job is diversifying the offices or firms that you apply to, keeping in mind that many offices in different industries may all have the same type of job you're looking for. So joining us again tonight, Mary Abbajay, owner of CareerStone Group, with some tips on how you can develop your network and advance your job diversity. Welcome, Mary.
Thank you.
So I have to say, people like my husband think networking is the dirtiest word in the world, and when they're looking for a job, they are loath to put into place that networking system. Why should people not consider it to be a nasty old relic from Bonfire of the Vanities?
I know, right? Or the smarmy car salesman. Sorry, Jim Coons, but you know what I mean. We all think like that.
Well, now that we're all trying to get a job there.
I know,
Thanks,
right?
Mary.
The best place to work. See, tell your husband. Well, you know, the thing is, the world is hyper-connected, and we are hyper-connected right now, so you have to be part of that connection. And opportunities don't come from the sky, you know, manna from heaven. They come through other people. And so without developing a network, without getting to know people, how are these opportunities going to find you? How are stuff, you know, who's going to come knocking on your door? I'm
a huge believer in this, but you're the professional. What do you tell people reluctant to do that? Do they call and say, hey, I'm looking for a job, do you have time for coffee?
Absolutely.
Or are they more specific?
Well, I think both. I mean, I think what you want to do right now is really look through your network and make sure you freshen up the people that are in your network. Face-to-face, LinkedIn, Twitter them if you have to, connect with them. You want to also be authentic about your networking. So it's not about getting things out of somebody. It's about building mutually beneficial relationships before you need them. So if you haven't started networking last year, you're kind of playing catch up this year. So you don't want to be the smarmy person looking for a date, the loser like looking around the room. You want to try to build bonds with people that you like, whom you can offer value to, and whom can offer value to you.
So don't wait to the pink slip parties that they're having around Washington. Right. Well, one of the pieces of advice you had and some tips you gave me was you said women often fail to network as well as men in terms of just going out for those casual cocktails after work and other things because they put so much emphasis on family. I'm guilty as charged. I go out at most one night a week. I turn down so many breakfasts that I should be going to.
One night's pretty good, Rebecca. I mean, one night's pretty good. I give you kudos.
I'm going to an award ceremony tonight for Judy Woodruff.
See, and then you got to make the most of that. So yeah, women, it's harder for women, which is odd because women are actually natural friends makers, right? You know, we rely on relationships and we're very social, but they don't take the time because they have so much on their demands.
And we don't ask for help.
And they don't ask for help. And the other thing that women do wrong is that when we do network, we tend to be like, cute shoes, I like your bag, where'd you get your hair cut?
Okay,
and
guilty.
Guilty, me too. And we become friends, but we never sit down and say, what do you do for a living, and how can I help you, or what kind of clients are you looking for? So women need to focus their networking a little bit more on business.
Now, you also say diversify. Don't get stuck in looking in one place for a job. What do you mean?
You have to really think about what are your transferable skills, and you have to really think about where can you use those skills. Break out of your industry. I also want you to diversify your networking. We talked about reverse mentoring last time. Think about the different generations in your network. Don't rely, we tend to rely on people who are our peers or higher than us. Really start networking with those below you because you know what? Gen Y and younger Gen X are going to be decision makers real fast. So if you want to really bulletproof your career, you better have a multi-generational and a multi-industry network.
Okay, there were a lot of other things I wanted to talk to you about today. We're running out of time, so they're just going to have to hire you. But one more quick question on networking. How many times do you bother someone before you let it go? If you contacted them and asked to get together. I'm busy, so I don't mind if people contact me multiple times.
I'd say 3 times max, let it go. But your third time has to be offering value. You just can't be nagging them. Twice you can nag them. The third time you say, oh, I saw this article, it made me think of you.
Very good. Mary Abbajay, as always, thanks for helping us out.